Hello, my name is Oppong. I'm a consultant surgeon at Plymouth in the UK, and I am the medical director of Rwanda Legacy of Hope, which is a charity registered here and in UK, and also the chairman of Operation Hernia, which is a medical charity registered in the UK and in Ghana. We came here just a few days ago, and the purpose was to train the junior surgeons at CHUK Hospital to a level of competency that will enable them to perform surgery, with very minimal supervision, or actually without any supervision at all. We started on Friday with lectures, and Saturday, and we started a hands-on, one-to-one training yesterday. I am absolutely thrilled and pleased to say that it has so far gone extremely well. We have had a few hurdles which we expected because this is a new project, but overall it's been a fantastic success. And I think by Friday evening, when we sort of call stumps, we would have brought up 14 of these trainees to a very high standard of training. Now, Rwanda Legacy of Hope is a charity that is headed by Pastor Jose Intivuka, and in 2012, the charity invited me to become their medical director, and also invited Operation Hernia to come to Rwanda to start the medical phase of the project that they have to help with the development of Rwanda. We visited one hospital in 2012. This increased to 3 hospitals in 2013. And up to date, we have worked in 7 hospitals in Rwanda. During this mission, which started a few days ago, we have already worked here, and we have teams in 6 other hospitals scattered throughout the south of the country, training doctors and also offering very high quality of service. Now, you might want to ask me why this project, why we are here. And there are several reasons. The one main reason is the fact that about 5 billion of the world's population have very poor or no access at all to adequate surgical care. And this is the figure which was published by the Lancet Commission in 2015. Now, it gives a very grim picture of the world as a whole, because we live in an age where we are going to space, and actually people are living in space, living normal lives, not just for a day, but for several days and months in space. But unfortunately, there are individuals in this world who have little access to surgery, and it's a shame, that with all the technology and all the riches in the world, there are a section of the world's population that are so significantly deprived of surgical care. Now, Rwanda Legacy of Hope and Operation Hernia are 2 of several charitable humanitarian organizations that are trying to bridge this gap in many ways. And what we offer is not just a surgical service, but we are also heavily into training the next generation to provide the low-income countries with important resources for the future. We have been training surgeons in Ghana, in Nigeria, in Rwanda, in Uganda, and shortly we'll be training surgeons in Tanzania. And the aim of this is to provide the local people with the appropriate surgical skills for them to be able to deliver the services locally, because I can't be going on a mission forever, and it's not economically viable. But if we can train surgeons locally to provide the same service that we are providing, I think that's a better way. And that is the sort of emphasis shift that has occurred in Rwanda Legacy of Hope and Operation Hernia in the last few years. Last year, we trained about 19 surgeons after giving lectures at Ramagama Hospital. This year, we were invited by the university to come to CHUK, which is teaching hospital, to train their junior surgeons. And what we have done is, after the lectures which were given on Friday and Saturday, we've split up the group into two. 7 of them are being trained by myself and my colleague, Mr. David Sedgwick, here at CHUK. And then the 7 other trainees are being trained by our other German colleagues, Dr. Ralph Lorenz and Dr. Mike at Ramagama Hospital. What I have forgotten to inform you through this interview is that we have a fantastic partnership established between ourselves, that is mainly surgeons from the UK, and a group from Germany led by Ralph Lorenz, who is a consultant surgeon in Germany. In fact, he heads his own small charity called Surgeons for Africa, but he has worked with Operation Hernia for several years, and it was just a natural progression coming along, to team up with us in Rwanda. And it has been a very successful and a very fruitful partnership, which I know for sure that is going to continue to benefit not only the people of Rwanda, but also people in other African countries that we're planning to go to. What does the future hold for us? I think one could say that the sky really is the limit, or rather, the sky shouldn't be the limit. I mean, until we have cracked this unfair distribution of wealth and surgical services, I think there will continue to be a need for humanitarian groups like Operation Hernia and Rwanda Legacy of Hope. We hope to continue with the service. We hope to train more doctors, not only in general surgery, but in other specialties. In fact, this year, we have on this mission an ENT consultant. In August, we will have plastic surgeons and orthopedic surgeons and neurosurgeons coming over to help develop the service in this country. I shouldn't forget to mention the fact that we wouldn't have been this successful without the help that has been offered by the Ministry of Health of Rwanda. On behalf of Pastor Jose, who is the director of Rwanda Legacy of Health, and on behalf of the board of Operation Hernia, I would like to say a massive thank you to the Minister of Health, Honorable Minister Diane Gashumba. You have been absolutely terrific in the support that you have given us, and we are very, very grateful. We're hoping to meet up with you sometime later on this week before we leave, and to express our thanks verbally. Thank you very much. I'd also like to mention Dr. Theophil, who has also been extremely helpful with us. Without the help that we've received from the Ministry of Health, we would have struggled. And we are pleading with you to continue to help us, because without your help, we will not be as successful as we have been. There are going to be an increasing number of consultants coming into this country from various specialties, and I'm sure that we can continue to count on your help. I don't know whether this is final, but I think I should say that each time we come into this country, we come with a massive amount of hospital equipment. Last year, we equipped a center at Ramagama Hospital to become a training center for all surgical specialties in this country. I will not say the exact amount, but it was several tens of thousands of pounds that we spent equipping the hospital. This year, it has been similar. Every one of the hospitals that we have visited, or we are visiting now, have been supplied with several thousands of pounds of surgical equipment. Now, we will continue to do this for as long as it remains necessary, and we have to do this so that we can bring out the hospital that we work in to a level where they can offer surgery safely to the people of this country, and also to be able to provide adequate surgical training to the junior doctors who are coming through the system. It has been a fantastic privilege to be involved in this project, and anytime I get up in the morning and I think of what we've done here, I feel spurred on to continue because our work has touched the lives of several hundreds of patients in this country, and I hope this will going to continue in the future. I must add that I'm sorry, I'm a Christian. I belong to a Christian organization, and I would like to say a massive thank you, to God, because without Him and all the support that He's giving all of us, this work wouldn't have been possible. So I'm really pleased that I form part of this group, and thank you very much.